Well, hello again. Hey, folks, look, I am standing at my back door with my sunglasses on here in Georgia. It's about close to 100 degrees. I know yesterday it was 102, so today is hot also. But I got something that I'm going to show you that I have been working on. I'm getting ready to go outside now because I got a backyard DIY project going on. And I want to show you how I have managed to save myself a whopping $150 just by going ahead and just doing some of this stuff myself. So come with me as I show you some of the work that actually me and my granddaughter, my baby, my 6-year-old did. She's my sweetheart. She said, Granny, you were out there working and I want to help you too. And she did. But anyway, I have a sweet grandbaby. But look, y'all, join me as I show you with my little sunglasses on. Not cute. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I did, okay? All right. So today, I want to show you how I have taken a $300 quote to get some areas of my backyard cleaned up. Spoke to the young man that cuts my grass to get a quote from him. And he said to do everything that I needed to get done, that he could do it for me for $300. Now look, this is Brenda's Bargain Decor on the inside and the outside. And my goal is to cut costs as much as possible by going ahead and doing some of these DIY projects myself. So what I did with my 6-year-old granddaughter, this area here had dead leaves that had been buried there for several years. And I wanted to get it all cleaned up. It had a lot of, as you can see, there's a lot of pine cones, sticks, all kinds of stuff that just been dormant there for a long time, and it was just time for a good cleanup. And that's basically what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to vitalize my backyard. I never really spent a lot of time and effort trying to do a whole lot back here, but I'm ready to start enjoying my backyard more. And as you remember, I did some things up closer to the house. If you can see that. Still working on some other projects up close, but I got to get out here and start doing some of this other stuff that's further back in my backyard. But anyway, this is basically what Sage and I did. We got out here and we raked and we raked and we raked and we raked. And you see how much we got accomplished? And I was going to have someone to maybe come and bag up all of the debris and take it away for me. But I decided, it's really hot here in Georgia right now. We're experiencing temperatures between 95 and 100. So I had to put off some of the work for now. But my goal is to get some really big trash bags and go ahead and just, you know, separate the areas, break it down into, you know, areas and work on it a bit at a time, get everything bagged up. And that will save me even more money. That is what it's all about. It's just, you know, doing things a lot of times, you know, for ourselves that we seem to think that we can't do. But I am convinced now that, hey, I can do this. I don't have $300. And even if I did, it's good exercise. And these tree branches were actually all the way up in between. This is my backyard, and this is all the trees that are, you know, that's back here. As you can see, still have a lot of work to do. Now, I'm not going to try to rake all of those leaves up because I don't really intend to do anything back further back. My main thing is that I want to get the areas that's closer, you know, up to my house that I can begin to do some additional, pretty stuff. Pull these branches from further back, and now I don't know. I got to get some more tools. I want to find something that I can start breaking up some of these branches, getting them into smaller piles. May have to get some help with that. And I don't know if any of you that have seen my videos before, and I think I've showed you that this is an area where I had a lot of trees cut down. You can still see this tree stumps that I gotta have someone to come in and grind them down for me. But back there in the back where you see those sticks sticking up, because of the fact that the tree stumps are still there until I get them grind down, the greenery is still attempting to grow out of them because they still have life in them. And that had grown up so bad until I could not even see over into my neighbor's yard. And some may say, well, that might not be a bad thing. But no, it was very unseemly. I would rather clean, and basically I got back there because I'd rather clean it up and then plant some pretty hedges to use as privacy, separation. I have talked to someone about coming out and grinding down some of these stumps. Yeah, but look how much work we did. Just to show you, these are the piles. It's just full of leaves, greenery. The sun is kind of baking them now because it's so hot, but all of that was just very green. But as you can see now, it's very brown. But I'll get back out here and finish working some more when it's not so hot. Here's another pile over here. So this was going to be a part of the cleanup that my lawn guy was going to do for me. He was going to come back here, do the same thing I just did, rake up all of the dead leaves and pine cones and the greenery that was growing out of the stumps that had become so tall. It was almost unbelievable. As a matter of fact, you could see some of them even back there, further back in my yard. All of that was just growing around here, and it just looked horrible. But hey, I saved myself some money. I'm still gonna have to get some help to do some things. I'm not even gonna try to fool myself into believing that I can do everything. But I'm going to do as much as I possibly can myself. I'm gonna walk him back here. This is going further back into, like I said, I'm not gonna worry about I'm gonna get that big tree that's laying down there taken up. I can't do anything with that. I need somebody that has the right tools that can come back there and break that up. Let's walk over here. Yeah, that's, ouch, stepping on some pine cones. See, now that's more than what I can deal with right there. But as you can see, I'm going to come back here some more and try to just get some more, more of the branches. I'm not really worried so much about the leaves back here and the pine cones, but I am going to work on getting up some of those sticks to come, just to clean it up. I can do that. And this area back here opens up. The county actually owns, if you can, I don't know if you can see it because of the sun, but you see the power lines up there? So anyway, the county that I live in, they own a certain portion of my property is owned by the county. And I don't know if you can see further back, but there's like a little pathway that comes up into this area back here. So their job is to make sure that the trees that are in close proximity to those power lines don't interfere with the power lines. So periodically, about once or twice a year, they will come out and cut the trees back. Now they used to would come out and cut the trees back and then just leave all the debris down on the ground for the owners to come back in and have to clean up. but people started complaining about it because that's not an expense that we felt like it was fair for us. So now they actually send somebody to clean everything up once the trees are cut back. But as you can see though, most of this back here is my property. They don't own a whole lot of it. See those trees? Look at that. Oh my goodness. It's like living in a forest. Yeah. So I wanted to show you, see that greenery right there? That's coming out of this is what you get when you have stumps that you don't have grind down. You get these kind of green bushes. Just like, for instance, this tree actually, I was working from home back during COVID, and in my office, thunderstorm came through, lightning, and this tree was a huge tree, just like this one. It was tall, 60-foot, 70-foot tree, big old pine tree, and it literally fell over into my neighbor's yard. Oh my God, that was the most horrific experience. I mean, this tree went from one side of their yard. It was so tall, it literally landed. See over there? It landed from one side of their yard to the other one. It literally crossed the whole entire yard. It did some damage to a trampoline that they had back there. But the thing that see how far their house is though from where I'm standing. Thank God it wasn't closer, because it could have hit, their house or damaged some other property. But anyway, see, because the stump is still there, that's the greenery that grows out of the live tree trunks. And unless you kill that stuff and get it grind down or kill the root, it's going to it won't literally grow another tree, but it will continue to have life coming out of it. And that's what was going on in that area that I showed you. And it had gotten tall like this stuff right here. And it was just so ugly. I would sit on my back porch and just hate to even look over there. So I got out there with with this tool that I had. I can't even remember the name of the tool that I got. And I got out there and I just started chopping stuff down. But like I said, sometimes you have to do what you have to do as women. And I say to you, even single women, a lot of times we wait for someone to come and do things for us. But I just want to encourage you to get out there and figure out what you can do for yourself. Sometimes we'll let projects around our house go, and we'll let certain things just go down because we don't think that we can do things ourselves, or we feel like we don't want to do them ourselves. But I encourage you to stop thinking that way, because you'll be surprised what you can do. And even if saving money is not a necessity for you, sometimes just to exercise, and even sometimes just the idea of saying, hey, I did this myself. I am so proud. Because when I do stuff and when I finish with it and I look at the finished product, I say to myself, oh wow. Like I look at this area right here. It was so hot out here, and I wasn't in the hot sun, but it was still hot. But I was determined that I wanted that area cleaned up. So here's what I'm gonna do once I get all of this stuff picked up. And what I'm considering doing is putting some gravel in this area. And then I have one chair that's just sitting over there now, because as you can see, it gets some nice shade. I mean, the breeze just comes through there. This is the tree that it sits under. It gets nice shade. See that? Look at how shady it is. So I'm thinking about putting, how do you pronounce it? Aaron deck, or Aaron, how do you pronounce those chairs? Or some lounge chairs, about maybe 3, to sit back here and just have it as another sitting area. Nothing fancy, just some gravel and just maybe 2 or 3 chairs. Might put like a little table back here. And sometimes if I want to come sit back up here under the tree and get some breeze and just read or whatever, relax, I can do that. Anyway, just wanted to kind of show you some more of my DIY stuff, and the fact that I'm saving myself some money. We're right now, with inflation being the way that it is, hey, gas prices being so high, sometimes we just have to just make our minds up that, you know, we just have to do things on our own. And it's okay. It's okay. Look at that. Isn't that still pretty? I just love this area. Hadn't been able to sit back here a whole lot, you know, because it's just been so hot. It's registered here yesterday 102 degrees, so I'm limited now as to how much I can sit back here. Even if when the, you know, even in the shade, it's just too hot. But just a reminder of what I did. I did all this myself. This is some work that I did, one of my DIY projects. Anyway, y'all, just wanted to show you how I saved myself once again at least $150. Probably not the whole 300 because I'll need some work. But this is all about Brenda's Bargain Decor. Brenda doing things in a way to save money. Put that money somewhere else. Do some other things with it. All right, y'all. You have a blessed and wonderful day. Bye-bye.